Adelaide. How's it going? Andrew Stacey here from the City of Adelaide Lions Club. Off on a Sunday morning on our Get Active walk. Got a little crew with me behind me. You see Matt, one of the guys we work with, Johnny and his family. He's really brought his wife today. She's blogging away, so she's talking behind me. We're off on our walk here on Sunday morning in Adelaide along the River Torrens. There's already some rowers out in the river, which probably means that there are some other schools training as we get further up. Morning, Mum, Dad, probably Indiana out there, maybe Addison. Morning, Uncle Billy, or good evening, Uncle Billy, as it is in Fleetwood at night time there. Indy's going nuts with the likes and the smileys, which is all cool. Hey babe, we're going to go a little bit fast and say as much as we can. We've got a busy day. I've got a busy Lions day on today, which I'll tell you about as we go. And I'll see if I can drop back and have a chat with Matt and Johnny as we go along. So it's a little bit cool here in Adelaide. It's definitely cloudy. Apparently it's forecasted for a bit of showers later today. We should miss it. I've got the brelly just in case, but we should miss it. So it's dry, but it's a bit cold. But along the River Torrens here, you would have already seen quite a few people jog past us. There's plenty of people cycling. There's people walking in front of us. So there are people still getting out and getting their exercise in, which is fantastic. So hopefully you're getting your exercise in wherever you are, in Adelaide, in SA, in Australia, or wherever you are around the world. So appreciate you following this morning. Morning, Uncle Billy. I'm trying to read what you said there. Andrew, 212.45 here. So is that suggesting, Billy, what are you talking about there? Is that the weather? Is that temps? No, it can't be that. Scotty Dalgleish, how are you, mate? How is your family? Hey, Eddie, how are you, honey? So you'll see there's lots of people walking. They'll overtake us. Johnny and Matt are with me, and Johnny's brought his family, so I'll sort of keep them off camera as much as I can. You'll see them pushing the pram behind me. So yeah, we've taken off from the Torrens Weir, so Scotty Dalgleish, you know where we're coming from, buddy. We'll walk along the River Torrens Park Run course. Takes us past Pinky's Flat, takes us past Adelaide Oval, and then we'll go as far as the rowing clubs. I think it's Scotch on here on the left hand side, up to the Adelaide Uni Bridge, and we'll make our way down past a couple of cafes and the rowing clubs there. And yeah, beautiful down here at Adelaide, down at Torrens. Is Johnny's daughter. Johnny's daughters are there, Indiana. Daughter, and he's actually got a newborn son as well. So I hope everyone is well. I hope you're finding your way to eating well and getting your exercise in wherever you are. I haven't got too much to share today, unless I start talking to these guys behind me. But from a diabetes point of view, got a great reception last week, having Jess on camera. She really enjoyed talking about it. So in reflection on having Jess there last week, really appreciate you being there, Jess, and she's keen to have a chat online with us again if people want it. I thought she spoke really well, a couple of great questions from people, as the previous week with Kimberly Zirk. So all the more suggestions from anyone out there as to who they'd like me to talk to while we're on these walks, please send them through. What I'm thinking of doing is getting someone from juvenile diabetes on. So that'd be interesting to get the perspective of children with diabetes. And then what I'm also thinking of, and this is a suggestion from Patria, is to get either David Horn or someone from the Lions Hearing Dogs Club to come along, because they've got a new initiative coming out of their training centre that is relevant to what we do with this Lions Get Active walk, about raising awareness about diabetes and well-being. So I'll do what I can to get David or someone from the Lions Hearing Dog Training Centre to come along and walk with me. So I'm not going to tell you what's happening there, unless you can put 2 and 2 together. I'll leave it for when I get someone from there to come along. Really interesting stuff, and it's amazing stuff as well. So I'll see what I can do to get them over the next couple of weeks, over the next few weeks, sorry, not the next couple of weeks. I'll get them over the next month or so. Whether we're still here along the beautiful Torrens or not, will remain to see, but I'll see if I can get them on. So it was great having Jess last week. Having that personal insights to someone living with diabetes was really cool. Just trying to read what Indy is writing there. Cute, oh jeez. So we're just coming across Pinky Flat, grassy area here. I'm not sure why it's called that. Bit of Adelaide promotion here, but this grass area is used for, we've actually used it for barbecues for the Lions Club. It also gets used during the Fringe in February, March. Not sure what the indigenous name is. There is a sign further over there, but I'll have to check it out another day. We're coming along, you might be able to see some rollers along the river there. Adelaide Convention Centre, so a bit of Adelaide promotion here. Anyway, so it's great having Jess. The one thing I wanted to sort of reflect on was she spoke so well and so candidly about what goes on and how she deals with having diabetes and living with diabetes. And it was just interesting to get her insights. I thought that that device that she has on her arm was really interesting. So this shows that there's a new technologies going on out there. Morning, Val, or good evening, Val. Thank you. So it was really interesting to get that. It was really interesting, I thought, to find out about just how unstable her numbers are when after exercise and after eating, and just constantly monitoring your blood levels, your blood sugar levels, would be a drain. And you can I've got a very much better insight, I guess, into the mental side of having diabetes, and therefore coping with it and your resiliency against it and all that sort of stuff. And so I thought that was really interesting. So plenty of people walking and running and jogging around us. Lots of activity here at the Torrens. And then in the end, we were talking about it afterwards off air, because I'm a cameraman and I'm a TV presenter. We were talking about it afterwards, after the live stream, that I've still got more questions myself anyway. So it'd be great to have Jess on. She's more than happy to come on again another time. And she was actually saying that she really enjoyed sharing what she goes through, and she actually wishes that more people do ask, rather than making assumptions or asking questions that are not necessarily inappropriate, but I guess more unnecessary if you just simply knew more about what her situation is. Just trying to change the camera and the umbrella in my hand. Sorry about the wobbly camera there. So yeah, she was actually saying that she wishes more people ask questions about diabetes to her, just so she could share it. And that's just the education side of things that we don't normally get if you don't know anyone. And that is certainly my perspective on it all. So she's really keen to chat again. So I'm sure she'll come along to another walk, even if she just walks with us rather than having to talk to the camera. But yeah, it was really cool. So like I said a number of times, if anyone out there has any questions about diabetes or something that you just weren't sure about, send it to me, or obviously ask while we're walking. So she was more than happy to answer any questions that she was able to. So yeah, and even when I spoke to Kimberly 2 weeks ago from Diabetes SA, she's going to spread the word of what we're doing, and that's why I want people to come along, come and join me on the walk. They just sit back and watch. I'm glad and grateful that people do watch. But come on out, come and get your walk in, enjoy the weather, the outdoors, and we're hopefully going to get someone else out from Diabetes SA. So Kimberly really enjoyed coming out for the walk and sharing her info as well. And so she's hopefully going to get someone else out from Diabetes SA, another educator, and that way we can get their point of view, get their information as well, and we can continue to spread the word. So as we're walking along the River Torrens, I'm going to pan around, and you can see hopefully up there the iconic Adelaide Oval. And as we're walking along, might be able to get a better camera angle just under the bridge here. So yeah, any questions, please send them through. Otherwise, I hope you're getting your exercise in out there, guys. I hope all the Victorians out there are coping under under their restrictions at the moment. Just going to try and read what Indy's probably written. Can you cure diabetes? Honey, no, you cannot cure diabetes yet. I don't know if there's research out there to try and do that, but no, at this stage we cannot cure diabetes. All you can do is manage your lifestyle to cope with it and deal with it, so that you keep your blood sugar levels under control, so that you don't go too high or too low, and that way you avoid the complications that come with it. You know, those things that Jess was talking about last week, like feeling shaky and feeling nauseous, that sort of stuff. So unfortunately, Indy or Addy, whoever's asked that question, no, we cannot cure diabetes yet. We'd have to ask someone if they're even trying to find a way to do that. And once you do get it, you have it forever. So as Kimberly said a couple of weeks ago, you can manage it, if you're lucky enough and you manage it really, really well, you can sort of subside it, you can calm it down, and the phrase that Kimberly used was it goes into remission. So remission means that it's under control and it's sort of died down, but you've got to keep it that, you've got to still work at it, because your diabetes sugar levels can rise back up again, and then you're still managing it anyway. The heaps of joggers just about to come past me, just on my right. There they go. So excellent couple of questions there, girls, whoever asked that. Couple of kids running here. So yeah, so no, keep questions coming there, girls. Anyway, some good news from the City of Adelaide Lions Club point of view. We have our first fundraising event, a barbecue this afternoon, or today, all day today. So it's nice to be back out there fundraising for our club, so that we can run our projects and donate to the various charities that we donate to. So we've got our barbecue at the Myland Bunnings. So if you're in the area, drop on by, grab a snag, grab a drink. Bunnings all over Adelaide are back out there putting their barbecues on, and we've lucked out on getting in on a Sunday and able to sell some snags and do some fundraising for the first time since COVID started back in February, March, whenever that was. So it's nice to have, just swapping hands again, so sorry about the bumpy camera. Look at that, the Adelaide Oval back there, gorgeous thing that she is. So we're back on, so if you're in the area, drop on by, say hello. I'm actually going to do a live stream from Bunnings, just to share the fact that City of Adelaide Lions Club is out there barbecuing again. So what I'm planning on doing is not necessarily a get active thing, but is to promote what the Lions Club is doing. So I'm going to be live streaming just for a few minutes at Bunnings and share it there that that's where we are again. We've got a crew on that's on all day, so they've already started. It's obviously past 9 o'clock now. They would have started barbecuing at 8 o'clock, and they're barbecuing right through to 4. So come on down, grab a snag, and like I said, by the time I get down there, I'm going to do a quick live stream here on Facebook to show that that's where we're at, and we're out and about again as a club, as an association. Lions clubs are slowly getting back to doing their fundraising means, which is fantastic. We don't have any other events lined up yet, apart from a working bee. So assuming that our restrictions are as current, we've got a working bee in early September as well. So anyone out there who, any other Lions or any friends or family, if you want to come along, Pat Mills, how are you, my dear? Anyone who's out there wants to come along and help out with that working bee, you're more than welcome. Just let Patria know, just so that we know to expect you. Now, if you want to, so our Hear Me Roar project is all about making cushions for patients in hospital, as well as putting care packs together. So this working bee is all about making cushions from scratch. So if you have sewing skills or you don't have sewing skills, you are more than welcome to come along. Even I've learned how to sew a little bit. It's not that hard. So anyone out there on Facebook land who want to come along, we'll get the details out to you. But you can also go to get the details, you can go to our website, the City of Adelaide website, and that'll have the details on there. And anyone is more than welcome to come along. If you've only got an hour to spare, come along for an hour. If you want to come along all day, we'll be going from morning, Pat. If you want to come along all day, we're running it from 10 till 3, I think it is. So 5 hours there, 5.5 hours, maybe a bit longer, depending on how many people come along. If you want to come all day, you're more than welcome to. If you want to come along just for an hour, because that's all you've got, easy as come along for the hour, and we'd appreciate that help. So Lions members of any club, certainly from the City of Adelaide, or any family and friends, come along. You are more than welcome. Same with the Lions walk that we do here. Anyone, whether you're a Lion or not, come on down. I'm just going to try and read what Uncle Billy has written. He'll be on the next plane. Could do with a barbecue. Come on down, Billy. That'd be great. So that'd be cool. Good snags. We'll sell good snags at our barbecues, Uncle Billy, from a company called Slapes. Awesome, awesome snags. So you're more than welcome to fly on down. I mean, you'll need to be, you know, in quarantine for 2 weeks, but hey, once that's done, the snags will be ready to go at Bunnings. So I'm sure once we've had, I'm sure once we are successful with that barbecue today, we'll be lining up more barbecues down there at Bunnings. So that'd be really cool. So later today, we're sort of cracking along with our walk. I've also got a cabinet meeting today. So is Patria. That District Governor Tony is running via Zoom today. So we're zooming our cabinet meeting today. So I've got that at 10 o'clock. So I need to make sure that I'm out of here and get back home in readiness for that Zoom cabinet meeting. And I said then I'm off to Bunnings to do my bit for the barbecue as well. They've got very strict guidelines. Ian, how are you, buddy? They've got very strict guidelines at Bunnings as to how the barbecues are to be run, to make sure that we are COVID safe, and that way no one needs to worry about anything. So Kathy, who normally joins me on these walks, will be down there. She's our barbecue captain for the day. She'll run a tight ship to make sure that we're doing what we need to do. Just making sure that no one comes by me, even though I've got a rearview mirror there technically with my phone. Habit. Yeah, so Kathy normally walks with me. She'll be there. Kate's going to be there too, who walks with me. And then there's going to be a few other Lions members who don't normally we see too often, but a couple of them always come out to our barbecues. So it's hugely appreciated that they do what they do. And I guess from a Lions point of view, if anyone's interested in joining a Lions club, there are certainly different ways on how you can contribute to your Lions club. And so from a City of Adelaide point of view, just watching a couple of guys that are jogging in front of me. Watching me, watching you. Certainly different ways of contributing. Like I said, we've got a few members who don't usually come along to our dinner meetings every month, but you can rely on them to do, you know, most barbecues. And so if you can't make dinners that we have, but you can do barbecues, awesome. If it's vice versa, if you can't do barbecues but you can come along to dinners, easy as. If there's a project that we do that interests you, you can sort of dedicate your time just to that one project. I guess we're a club that's lucky enough to have quite a few and different and varying projects. And so if there's a particular project that you are passionate about, you can spend all your time on that project and don't even have to worry about the others. If that's the way you want to do it and contribute, and if you want to commit that particular way, then that's the way you can do it. Other clubs run similar to us, other clubs run different to us, and that's the variety that Lions clubs provide. So I haven't mentioned this in a while because obviously we've been talking about other stuff, but from a Lions point of view and promoting point of view, please check out 2 or 3 options that you've got around you for Lions clubs. One, check out the club or 2 or 3 clubs that would be closest to you and see what they do. Locality is always important, and so chances are in Adelaide, if you're in metropolitan Adelaide, there's probably 2, maybe 3, actually there's definitely 2, sometimes 3 clubs within 5 k's of you. That's how many Lions clubs there are actually out there. So check out the ones near you and see what they do and see if that interests you to join. The other option is check out the other clubs in Adelaide and see what they do. So being the City of Adelaide, we are actually in where sort of our zone area sort of thing is the actual council of the City of Adelaide. And so we're in the CBD as well as North Adelaide, from say an actual regional demographic point of view. And so we certainly cater to those who live in the city, those who work in the city, or those who just want to be part of a club, which I know is completely and utterly generalised and generalistic, but we've got members who live as far north as Burton and as far south as Flagstaff Hill, and obviously everywhere in between. So from a locality point of view, you know, we've got members from all over the place. So Hence the reason I'm saying, don't worry about necessarily where you live as to whether what club you join. There might be a particular club that runs a project that you are passionate about. So check out that club. Could be the City of Adelaide. It could be any others, and there's some great clubs out there. So if you're interested in joining the Lions Club and volunteering a bit of time, you do not need to dedicate 10 hours a week towards the Lions Club. If you've got that time, go for it. But if you've only got an hour in a fortnight, most Lions Clubs will welcome you with open arms. I'm going to make my way downstairs, so hopefully I don't trip and fall. I know Johnny with the pram will go a slightly different way. And Maddie, what? Maddie and Johnny just round that way, down the side. Nah. And Johnny's part of which I nearly did.
The other two are on the other side.
They're on the other side. Oh, they are too. We've left them behind, but that's all cool. They know it. They know what they're doing.
It's because you're wearing white socks.
Maybe. Cousin Johnny up there making fun of me as per usual. Cop it all week, all day at work. And now cop it on the weekend too. So from that Lions membership point of view, if you've only got an hour every fortnight to do some volunteering, again, clubs will welcome you with open arms. There are no minimum requirements to join Lions clubs as to what you need to do or anything like that. So, and I'm not saying that other volunteering organisations do that, but Lions certainly work from that point of view. They will appreciate any work that, any time and volunteering that people can do to help their projects and help their fundraising causes. So yeah, if you're at all interested in joining the Lions Club, you've got myself to talk to at any time. I'm more than happy to chat to you. I'm just going to stop here for a second and wait for Johnny and everyone else. And Matt, I'm more than happy to talk to you about Lions Clubs. We have our PR coordinator, Peter Corndorf, in the C1 district. He's obviously a great person to talk to now. I spoke to him a few weeks ago when we were in Wallaroo, so you may remember him. So he's a great person to talk to about joining clubs as well, and which club might suit you particularly. Hey mate.
Just wait for the
yeah.
The little one's tired.
I bet she is. From the City of Adelaide point of view, we have our membership chairperson, which is Ray Najar. Ray was also on that walk at Wallaroo. So he's our club contact if you want to join the City of Adelaide Lions Club. But that's not to say you can't talk to any member of our club. He's just our official membership chairperson. So he's also a good person to talk to. You've got our president, Patricia Stacey, as well to talk to. Each club has a membership chairperson that you can talk to and get in contact with. It's just a matter of how easy or hard it is sometimes to get in contact with the club. Some clubs have websites, some clubs have Facebook pages as well, but unfortunately not all do yet. That is on Peter Corndorf's agenda to try and make sure that every club has either a website or a Facebook page so that people can get in contact with us. Patricia Stacey is working hard on a district database, so that that's going to be added to the district website so that people can see which clubs do what activities. So that way there's a collection of projects and fundraising ideas. So that way if you want to see which clubs do the peace poster competition, for example, you can go straight to the website and see which clubs are involved with the peace poster. If you want to see which clubs actually run barbecues, you can go straight to it and check out which clubs do that. Not all clubs run barbecues, they fundraise in different ways. You can find out which clubs sell the old Christmas puddings and cakes. When Christmas time comes around, most clubs would be ordering their cakes right about now. And so if you're interested in knowing where cakes are sold, again, you better check out our website soon enough as to which clubs do that. We sell the good old mints, the old lolly mints. You have to find out which clubs run those. So Patricia's been working hard on getting a database up and running, and that way people can check out what clubs do individually, as well as which clubs run similar stuff. A lot of clubs will run, your similar fundraising. They sometimes do different stuff, but a lot of clubs will run their own individual projects. And so some country clubs have line parks, they restore stuff, they maintain stuff, they've got gardens, some look after playgrounds. Some clubs do working bees, obviously like we do. So like I said, there's a variety of ideas. And so as a Lions association, one of the things I personally want to do is actually get the word of what Lions do out there way more, so that people know what it is that we do. So if you're just a sorry, I'm not trying to insult anyone out there. If you are a member of the general public and you want to know what Lions do, I want you to know what we do. It's as simple as that. And so it's we need to make sure that Lions is no longer a silent achiever. We are loud achievers. We need to make sure that people know what we do. So yeah, so you can always help me with that. If you're not a Lion out there, you can become a Lion, join any club, or even just promote what we do. I'd really appreciate that. So whichever way you're able to help would be marvellous. They're up there, they're walking away. Shania! So yeah, just spruiking the old Lions service as we do. So Lions are a service organisation, not necessarily a charity organisation. We're a service organisation. We exist to serve the community, and that is the Lions motto, is to serve. So we're out there to come up with projects that help those who need help, whatever reason that might be. We provide, some clubs will fundraise to buy and donate walking aids for those whose mobility of walk isn't great. We certainly donate to charities, lots of charities and various charities, and we need to start getting recognition for what we do, of who we do donate to. You know, similar to like the Salvation Army and Red Cross, they get lots of recognition. I think we need to start getting it out there as well, which is hard to do, but certainly on our agenda. So I appreciate everyone following me this morning. If you're walking on the treadmill at home, or you're on the exercise bike at home, that's great. On the Versa climber, maybe you're doing some push-ups. What was that, sorry? The virtual reality exercise. Hopefully you're getting your exercise in. Hopefully you're maintaining your well-being throughout these strange times. Hopefully you're finding a way to stay healthy, stay mobile. I'll get Lynn to do another yoga session next couple of weeks as well. If you've got any suggestions as to where you'd like me to walk, please let me know. I've had ideas of hiking out various ways, heading to the beach. My original idea was to do this within the City of Adelaide area, so the CBD or North Adelaide, but that certainly doesn't mean that I can't expand out to other various areas of Adelaide. So I'll look at doing that over the coming times. We've got the old famous Popeyes just sitting idle on the river here. So again, if you haven't been to South Australia or Adelaide, we've got the infamous Popeye boats on the River Torrens here. And come on down, you should come on down when restrictions are allowable. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there tonight, or today. We've still got probably another K of walking to go to get back to where we started. So we'll keep on walking away. If you've got any questions about anything, well-being, diabetes, Lions related, send it through, PM me. If you've got my email, send us an email. If you've got my mobile, give us a call, give me a text, whatever. Send a carrier pigeon if you have to. Please get in contact, happy to answer any questions. And over the next few weeks, we'll see who else comes out and walks with me. The weather is starting to get better here in Adelaide, so I'd love to see more people out with us and make it a real communal event. Information just there about the River Torrens, cyclists coming by. So, from me, on behalf of the City of Adelaide Lions Club, I wish you a good day on a Sunday, wherever you are and however it is that you're spending your day. Have a great day wherever you are in SA or Australia or all over the world. So, thank you for joining me this morning. Stay well, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.